Citizens, what's up? It's President Awall here, bringing you daily Star Wars Force Arena content. Thanks to everybody who's subscribed. I am bringing you a counter deck to all of those Luke suicide decks, all of those Landau heavy, small minion pressure decks, and this is using a new leader that I picked up. You guys have seen it in my recent card opening video on the channel, Director Orson Krennic. Really fun. I'm seeing minimal coverage out there of this leader, so I want to bring you this video, maybe another one on Orson Krennic, because this is a really fun leader, and it counters Luke suicide strategies and all-in suicide strategies quite well. So his special ability is basically a comeback mechanic, where if the number of enemy turrets is more than the number of ally turrets, your energy recharge rate increases, which I feel is better than Dengar's damage increasing, so that you can take more actions and you can come back. It's a really nice comeback mechanic. You can fire 6 shots and deal 360% damage with your activatable ability. Think McCree from Overwatch style unload, except for its single target damage, which is really effective against those Lukes that you want to take out quickly, against tanks you want to take out quickly, against Wookiees that you want to take out quickly, drop pods that you want to take out quickly. Really solid single target damage. Really cool stuff. He is very squishy though. Now you do have this sort of reload mechanic. After 6 consecutive attacks, you're going to reduce your skill cooldown from that. So it's kind of interesting. He's sort of like, he's the closest thing I think you can get to like McCree from Overwatch. Anyway, I got Death Squad Leader, level 2, which is basically like a sorceress, I think was the name of the unit from Clash Royale, where you just drop this unit down. It spawns 2 minions in front of this unit, and now you basically get 3 units for the price of 1. If your 2 kind of tanking Death Trooper units in front of the Squad Leader die, then periodically Squad Leader will respawn units to replace them, which can make for incredible defensive kind of holds. As you can see, I don't have AT-ST in this deck. I've got MTV-7 Light Vehicle, and the whole concept here, and I'll come revisit the deck in between matches, the whole concept here is to successfully defend and like very efficiently defend against these kind of suicide strategies, these all-in strategies, and then counter push when the coast is clear. That's the idea here. And I lost a lot of rating points kind of perfecting this deck and getting it to where it is right now. I just had a number of wins in a row, and I'm hoping that I can kind of continue those wins, at least show you a couple wins in this video. I normally play about 3 games in these demo videos, to show you that there is hope. You know, a lot of you guys are still kind of skeptical of Galactic Empire. You feel that Rebel is too strong. I see so many comments on the forums for this game as well as on the subreddit talking about how Rebel is 100 times better than Empire, how Luke is just going all in on your base in 1v1s and 2v2s and you can't stop him. And so when I see these comments from you guys and from the community at large, the first thing I think of is I need to create a deck that is specifically tailored to take that freaking suicide Luke out and to put him in his place. And I have tested this deck in about 10 games so far, like this particular iteration of this deck, and I've won about 75% of the time against those suicide Luke decks. Sometimes it is successful, and you know, it still is a hard deck to counter. This isn't a 100% probability you're going to beat those Suicide Luke decks, but you have a much higher probability with this deck, and I'll show you kind of the tactics that are involved in order to make that happen. It requires you to be patient, and it also requires you to have Squad Leader. The Death Squad Leader is really effective at defense, and he's really good at basically kind of plugging up the lane, if you will, while your turret provides support damage. And that's the same thing with Probe Droid, just plugging up the lane in order to give you that support damage that you need. So against Han Solo, this is actually a weaker matchup for this deck, so it'll be interesting to kind of show you this one, because I've got a lot of lower HP units. They're much more vulnerable to that trip mine, or trap mine, or it's called trip mine, I think, with Han. And whoa, okay, early push here from these Marauders. Big push. And what we'll do is just drop Death Squad Leader. It's a quick all-in push from Han. This is really interesting. I'll see if I can take him out quickly. And notice how Death Squad Leader allowed me to very successfully defend there. And what we can do is just use our single target damage and just burst Han down, which is with that beautiful, beautiful damage. We're going to drop MTV-7 light vehicle, and he got overly aggressive, and now we're going to just put a major hurtin' on this tower. That's the objective here. And even if I die, I'm fine with it, and that turret ended up taking significant damage there. We ended up taking it out. If I can successfully defend here, I'll be very, very happy. This is a very all-in-y strat here. I've actually never seen this strategy from Hans. Maybe they're getting inspiration from those Lukes out there. Just missed the stun grenade. I'm really disappointed with that. Oof, that was a gross miss with that stun grenade. So we're very, very even. It's actually much more difficult to play, by the way, when you're doing live commentary. When I'm just focusing 100% on this, I can handle it so much easier. Anyway, I can use my burst damage there to take out those annoying Wookiees, and hopefully my probe droid will trigger this trip mine. If it slowly moves forward there, I'm fine with him taunting. Totally fine with that. And I think he's going to go for a bit of a push here. Yep, there it is. And just going to use my ability and just kind of push in here. I need to be very, very careful. I knew he was going to drop Marauders. My Death Squad Leader is still up and running. I'm going to see if I can burst him down. And, oh, picked it up. And unfortunately, the tower is focusing me. I ended up getting the kill there on him. As you can see, it ended up triggering my ability. And even though I died, like the animation said I died there. Isn't that weird? Anyway, I do have an advantage right now, which is great. And as you can see, the probe droid going to do a really nice job of kind of clogging up the lane. Going to drop down another turret here, which helps counter these ridiculous all-in suicide strategies. I didn't even know it was possible for Han Solo to pull off this kind of crap, but evidently it is. And here we go. That's ridiculous. I've never seen a Han version. This is so ridiculous. Watch that. Bam! Hitting my ability. He just goes down instantly. And let's see if we can take out... Oh, come on. What was that? Oh, that was some disgusting lag there. And let's see if we can take out this turret. I'm going to drop down my turret, and let's see if we can get it. Got it. Count it. Even though I'm dead, I dropped my turret on the back lines there to at least slow down the enemy while I'm respawning. I'm hoping that I can get back in time to actually save this. And there's the probe droid. I'm going to have to drop the light vehicle, and we're going to have to get really aggressive. Going to kill Han outright, so we can't spawn any more units. And I think we're going to hold this off. There it is. Wow. All-in strats from Hans? What? That was ridiculous. Well, I'm even able to hold down the fort here, if you will, against all-in strats from Hans with this deck. Okay, maybe I'll be able to show you an all-in kind of stop against a Luke here. Just quickly, let's visit the deck one more time. So as you can see, the Death Squad Leader, really good at plugging up that lane. Nice at counter pushing as well. As his Death Troopers die, him respawning 2-3 times sometimes. So always position him back next to your turret and in the back line, so you have the opportunity for this to spawn multiple times and get a lot more value out of it. As you saw, the probe droid just clog up that lane with probe droid. Anytime they have that Wookiee up front, or there's troopers up front, or there's marauders up front, just drop the probe droid, stops the action, your turret can fire, you can fire, and it just gives you a breather for you to recover some energy, which is really, really nice. And SANDTROOPER, I think it's absolutely mandatory in every Empire deck. It's in my opinion, the best area of effect damaging card in the game. That 7.5 range is absolutely incredible. 237 damage a hit, just boom, can blow up damn near anything. Can two-shot Marauders, can one-shot a lot of other things. And as you can see, the stun grenade, absolutely mandatory. It's just mandatory. When you're getting rushed over and over and over again like this by Rebels, whether it's Luke, whether it's Han, evidently, whether it's Lando, you can't afford not to have that stun. You have to take their hero out, or they're just going to keep spawning. They're going to keep pushing with that insane amount of mob towards your structures. And in some cases, which we didn't really see last game as much, they'll be switching lanes on you constantly, and it's really difficult to defend against. It really is. Simply because the Director Leader card, he only has single target damage himself, and if you got a big mob in one lane and you like over defended in lane A and then they do a secondary push in lane B, you can't effectively defend against mob yourself, as opposed to, you know, somebody like a you know, a Dengar who has a grenade at least, where he can, you know, knock out some Marauders, knock out some Troopers, knock out some Twi'leks really quickly. Unfortunately, you just have regular blaster shots, and you only have single target damage. It's a weakness, but I feel that I have a healthy kind of compensation for that weakness with my probe droid and with my Sandtrooper in my composition, as well as Death Squad Leader. And that's one of the things about sort of the synergies between leaders and uniques on the Empire side, which I feel like is there way more so than is on the Rebel side, which is the direct compensation for the weaknesses of the primary hero with those uniques more often on that side. For example, the Bosk and the IG-88 combo, the AoE damage plus the single target damage. It's amazing. The synergies there are awesome. Also look at Forlom plus Dengar. Dengar doesn't do great single target damage, and he's not good at killing heroes. He just doesn't have the ability to do that. Okay, give him Forlom, the ultimate hero killer unique. And look at this combo. You only do single target damage. Here we go. Things are going to get intense. Already out the gate. Look at rush strategies from everybody. Tank, 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 tank. Everybody all day loves those tanks. Just get in range, Leia. Don't worry. I'll just hit that button. I'll just hit that button and just hit you with that. I'm going to kill Von Verlaine as quickly as I can. I cannot let her live. And there we go. She's down. And I ended up getting decent turret damage in here, which is good. Actually, I'm not... Well, damn. I was hoping not to use my turret there. Whatever. That was not actually my intention. So I'm going to see if I can burn this Wookiee quickly. Got it. And Death Squad Leader, I should be able to keep this up and running. They do not have a Grenadier on the back lines here. And yeah, that's a mandatory stun, friends. That's a mandatory stun. Gotta kill that Leia. Gotta make this happen. Look at that. Death Squad Leader still alive, or was that one of the Death Troopers there? I couldn't tell. But looks like those Rebel Pathfinders ended up doing some damage to my structure, which sucks. But I really needed to go heal there. I can't have that later game death timer really holding me back. Uh-oh. What's this in the bottom line? Bottom lane, rather. Gonna drop my... Okay, there's a Grenadier in the top lane. I don't know what's going on there. And I can do a decent push here. I'm just wondering what this Leia is up to. And... Did I just get stunned or something there? What just happened? What'd she just use on me? I just totally missed it somehow. Okay. Whatever. Gonna drop Death Squad Leader here. He's gonna give me those extra troopers up front, which is what I'm looking for. Look at this big old stun. And let's see if I can get the single target damage off. Oh! Had the single target damage gone off there, that would have been just totally devastating. More Death Troopers up and running. Let me see if I can get in range. There we go. Hey Leia. Pew 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 pew. Shooting your face off. There it is. There's the kill. And just gonna increase that death timer on her as much as possible, so that later game I can have that big counter push and hopefully get a turret off of it. That's my strategy, at least. That's what I'm hoping to do. Let's go ahead and drop the light vehicle. And bam, gonna drop probe droid up front. And they've got all these melee units here. That's fine. Don't really care. Gonna drop the infantry turret. Stun is whatever. And I think I'll have a decent counter push. Or did they drop tank in the bottom lane? Yes, they did. But look, I've got that single target damage to quickly melt it, which is good stuff. And Von Verlaine doing a great job there of dying. So I'm going to stun Leia. Oh, I missed Leia, really. I'm missing the stun all over the place. I'm having a hard time focusing properly on playing. I've missed the stun, what, twice in these videos? Ugh, gross. At least I got the turret. If I had killed her, if I had properly stunned her there, I would have prevented her from even being able to counter at all. Anyway, still got the W, and maybe there's a little extra lag actually when I'm recording on my tablet. Maybe that's what it is. I'll blame lag. Let's do that. Let's just blame lag. Perfect. So you guys can see how effective this is. Couple W's already. I don't know. Let's just play one more. Let's do one more 1v1 here and see what we can get. And you know, I'm hoping, hopefully I get Luke here in Q. I want to show you guys that this actually works against Luke. I mean, you guys could see the that Leia rushed me with that tank early. Not typical. That Han, insane rush. That's definitely not typical. And let's see if we can get a Luke rush here, or a Lando rush, to be able to show you guys how this deck can handle that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Is this a leader that you guys are interested in seeing more of on the channel? I'm enjoying Krennic a lot. I feel like I need to perfect this hero a little bit more, and I also need to work on my stun and kind of adjusting to the delay that I'm getting over this network or while I'm recording or what have you. And I could even show you some really nice effective kills with that 6-shot revolver style kind of finisher that we have on board with this leader. I know I've been reading the comments from you guys. I know you guys are looking for a Kallus deck. I have been practicing Kallus deck, and I've been kind of looking for inspiration from the top 100 players, all the folks in Kuiper, to see what I can get done with a Kallus deck. I haven't been able to find anything that can give me better than a 50-50 win rate, and all the decks that I bring to you on the channel are decks that I have at least a 60 to 65% win rate minimum. This one was like a 75-80% win rate, and just not comfortable with my Agent Kallus yet. So once that deck is complete, and it's not so much the deck. I know I have the right deck. It's just a matter of practicing and mastering sort of that melee combat style that Agent Kallus has, as well as the ability to dash in and dash out, get my timing and my positioning right. When I use that area of effect stun with Kallus, it's actually very difficult to do correctly. If you use it incorrectly and you don't quite catch that hero, or you position yourself in a place where you're being a little bit too aggressive, it will just punish you super hard. Kallus is not like Luke Skywalker, where Kallus can just take unlimited hits and and just keep going and keep slashing and keep being just this this persistent nuisance, if you will. Okay, cool. Looks like we're gonna have a slower early. Nope, they're gonna drop tank. It's not gonna be quite a slower early game play. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop light vehicle. We're gonna drop turret, and we're gonna see. Looks like they're doing a dual lane push here. So what we're gonna do is drop bladesman. We're gonna focus gonk droid. I'm gonna take out gonk droid, and I'm gonna have a really nice counter push here in this other lane, and they are really trying to kill me, and that's fine. Stun it up, and I'm really pushing that other lane heavily. Let's go ahead and focus down their unique here as heavily as we can. There it is, and I think I did decent damage to that tower. Yeah, it looks like I came out on top in that exchange, and as you can see, this deck is very effective at defending. And that's exactly what I need it to do. So I'm going to drop Death Squad Leader here and see if I can mount a little bit of a fun push here. Death Squad Leader, as you can see, Death Squad Leader does a decent amount of damage. And I'll throw a light vehicle in here too. See what I can do. See if I get that pew 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 pew, that single target damage in there. And I'll need to be careful. I'm probably going to need to drop turret here. I'm probably going to die. Yeah, I'm going to be very close to dying at the very least. And this turret should help me defend pretty well. And I'll just drop down probe droid here just for fun in case I die. And I'm probably not going to die. So just going to deal a little bit of damage here. Going to back up. I was going to try to back up and bait a little bit, but I didn't get that. Didn't get that opportunity. Now they're going to do decent damage to this tower, but I think what I'm going to do here is stun. There it is. Pew 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 pew. You're dead. And now I'm just gonna. I think I'm just gonna go into full defense mode. They're probably gonna try to push in on this bottom. So what I'm gonna do is drop Death Squad Leader up top. And nope, they're just gonna keep getting super aggressive here. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna drop this really forward tower option, and that's good. It's good. It's taking the aggro from this Grenadier, which is great. And let's see if we can get a pick here rather, and maybe I can get the stun. There it is, got it. And I'm gonna shoot stuff and get my light vehicle in here. Oh, light vehicle's going for their base, really? And it looks like I lost the bottom structure there during that altercation, and that was totally foolish. I should have just defended it, and I let myself get split laned and it really worked. So Death Squad leader is coming in. We're going to drop Bladesman. We're going to see if we can mount an effective defense here. And dropping the stun. The stun missed again. Well, whatever, I picked up the kill. So they are moving in on my base. Oh boy, Gonk Droid is going straight for the gut. Up the gut is Gonk Droid. We're just going to go all in on the structure. We're going all in. We're going all in. I'm going to see if I can get in there. Hit my ability. Okay, I was going to go up next to the tower and then use my skill and pick up that W. So I even made mistakes that game. And the composition of this deck is so strong at defending that I was still able to pick that up. I mean, I'll admit I made mistakes. You guys saw the mistakes. I let bottom get melted. That was my mistake. Anyway, that's it. That's the deck. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And I'm happy to bring you more of this leader if you guys are interested. Throw my avatar up on the screen, subscribe to my channel for daily videos for this game, and thank you to everyone who's turned on notifications. That's the only way to guarantee that you will see my videos moving forward. Got some videos over there. Click those and watch them. Thank you so much for watching, amigos. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.